Hussein here from FightHype.com. I'm here with Eddie Hearn. Eddie looking very casual today normally.
Yeah, I know. I've done 14 pounds, so like 2 less chins. Do you know what I mean?
Are you training hard? Are you trying to do that?
I just got very, very fat, basically. Like, you know, when you're just travelling non-stop and I couldn't stop eating. So I'd get on a plane. I'd just eating at the airport, and then I'm having a 3-course meal. Then they wake me up 7 hours later. Do you want a bacon sandwich? What a silly question. So I was just, I needed to get on top of it. I actually had a competition with my dad and my wife and a few other people where you have to lose a pound a week.
Okay.
So you weigh in every Monday, and this is the 13th week, so I'm 13 pound down. I've just got to make weight next week, and then some pass, some fail.
But you know, the problem is you're travelling to America, and America's got good food.
Mate, the food's unbelievable. The food is unbelievable. It's just not just the food; it's the portion sizes.
Yeah.
You know, but unfortunately, my eyes are always bigger than my belly, and I just order, and I eat my kids' food as well. Do you know what I mean? So while I'm eating mine, they're having chicken tenders and chips, and I'm eating their leftovers. So, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
So we just finished the weigh-in for Usyk, Bellew. All the titles are on the line. What did you make of the weigh-in? What did you make of Usyk, who's a big boxer, a tall boxer, but makes a weight really well?
Yeah, he looks different with his shirt off than he does with his clothes on. He looks a lot thicker when he's walking around than he does actually. He's actually quite lean, and he came in £1.5 pounds under the limit. So I'm just intrigued by this one. You know, although Usyk is a complete genius and brilliant, I still think there are a few unanswered questions. Okay. You know, how is he when he gets really rough on the inside and people are working the body and he's getting hit hard? Maybe we're just deluded on this one. Maybe he's just levels. Maybe he's another Lomachenko. You know, I think he is. But, you know, you see Linares gave Lomachenko a great fight. No one really did think he could. So I'm intrigued and I'm honoured and I'm excited and I just can't believe that this is happening, to be honest with you. You know, I can't believe with everything we've been through with Tony for 6 years that he gets this opportunity to be the undisputed king and to go down as one of the greatest British fighters ever. I think this victory would be if not the, very close to the greatest win by a British fighter ever. And that's what he's fighting for now. You know, he's made his money. This is just about legacy. This is just about seeing how good he is. And that makes you very dangerous, you know. It's not like when you're fighting for money and you're fighting for the wrong things, it's a reflection of life. It's, you know, if you work off passion, if you live on passion and desire, you're very hard to beat. Very hard to beat. And that's why, sounding arrogant, we're hard to beat. Because I'm so passionate, I've got so much desire, you can't stop me. Like, I'm not going to wake up one morning and go, oh, I can't. I'm there every day. Trying, working. If you're passionate about something, that doesn't come hard. It's like what you do. You might have to go to an event, and tomorrow you might get a call to go to a hotel later to do an interview. You're tired. You don't really want to do it, but it's going to make a difference. It's going to do some views. It's going to drive your channel. That's hard to beat. Yeah. And that's the same with Tony Bellew now. If he was fighting for money, or if he was just fighting, you know, to make a few quid, or when it gets tough, it's no good. But when it gets tough and you've got that will to win, you're hard to beat. And he's got that. He may not be good enough. You know, maybe he just gets outclassed and there's levels and all that sort of stuff. Or maybe it comes down to a dogfight. Because if it comes down to a dogfight, and I'm sure Usyk is tough, yeah, but I couldn't bet against one other person in the world than Tony Bellew in a dogfight, honestly.
You know, Eddie, you get criticised a lot for sort of divulging too much into the casual market and overseeing sometimes the hard calls, right?
Well, this is one where,
but this is the other way around.
Yeah, I mean, it does hit the casuals because Bellew does, but no one in Britain has really heard of Usyk. Yeah. So the sell for us is, you know, you can't to create a successful pay-per-view, you have to hit the casual market. Yeah. In fact, to create success in boxing, you have to hit the casual market. The hardcores hate it. They hate it. You know, why do you think Dillian Whyte does so many pay-per-view buys? Why do you think Joshua does so many pay-per-view buys? Because they're heavyweights and they click with the casual market. This will do great numbers. It won't do Joshua numbers, you know. And people will look at it, the hardcores, going, "This is massive," and it is massive because I'm a hardcore. Yeah. You know, I'm a massive boxing fan. So for me, this is everything in the sport. But, you know, you might get to a stage where Chisora White might do more pay-per-view buys than Usyk Bellew. It'll be close. And people, what? We understand the market, we know how it works, but this is a fight. Of course, it's going to keep the hardcores happy because it's the undisputed championship. Any time a belt, for all belts are on the line, that is what they want. One face, one champion. That's what the hardcore fans want. They don't want multiple belts, regular belts, diamond belts. But you just have to understand it's a business a lot of the time. And ultimately, broadcasters, sponsors, they want you to do the biggest numbers possible. They don't want you. You know, Sky and William Hill and JD Sports and DAZN aren't coming to me and saying, can you make a really good fight for the hardcore fans? They're saying, can you deliver a fight that will do the biggest numbers possible, the most subscriptions, the most pay-per-views? So for me, like, the best thing I can say to you is this is the biggest and best fight I've ever promoted in my promotional career, right? And then people go, what about Joshua Klitschko? Don't get me wrong, that was right up there. But this is elite, prime, every belt. Don't get any bigger.